Good morning. July the 30th on a Monday, 2018. Taking a little bit of time here to show you a little bit of progress we got going here. You're looking at my Asian melons. As you can see over there, there's a whole bunch more growing. We got quite a bit of flowers still coming. We got quite a bit still growing up there. What I wanted to talk to you about is straw bale gardening. Now, straw bale gardening has its pros and it has its cons. If you can see, I've got some totes in there. Now, what I've done with those totes is I've cut the complete bottom of the totes out. The whole bottom is missing out of these totes. And I got about a 1 inch of dirt, just regular potting soil, garden soil, mulch, or whatever you want to put. The reason why I do this, the bad thing about straw bales is yes, it's a good, fast gardening technique. The only bad thing about it is that when you, in a hot climate, when you go and you plant your fruit or whatever you're planting, vegetables, the straw will be dry for about the first inch and a half in a hot climate, all the way around. Now, to make a straw bale garden be cheap and productive and go to perfection, is you've got to keep it moist. You've got to keep it to where it's decaying on the inside, and the roots and everything can go ahead and get down to partake of whatever they need to feed on. So by what me doing here is by putting these little small totes on them, and they're probably about 18 inches wide, about 2 foot long. By putting soil on top, then when I plant my melons or cucumbers or beans or whatever you want to plant, you put them down just below the dirt. And what that dirt does is that dirt keeps the straw from drying out. So then when you water it, then the sun cannot penetrate through the dirt to dry out the straw. Because I know a lot of you probably have put plants in straw and they've died, and you're like, oh, this is ridiculous. Well, that's some of the secrets that I tell you that the rest of these people, they don't tell you. They don't tell you that the straw is going to dry out 1 inch in diameter all the way out, all across the top, across the sides, across the bottom. It's going to totally dry out. And if you put a little small plant in there, unless you get the plant down deep enough into where the water stays, or the water stays, the straw stays damp, and everything's going to die. And as you can see, is that these straw bales are working really good. I got a little bit of cattle panel and some T-posts. They're growing right up it. Everything's coming along real good there, and the melons are doing just fine. Everything's right on track, and I really enjoy talking to you guys. I know I haven't been given very many chats lately because we're just a mom and pop all by ourselves. We're grandparents, and I do this for a living. I do this commercially, and I grow and I teach people, and I teach them all the tricks. I teach them I teach them the old time, what our ancestors did when it comes to farming, and to make do with what you got. You don't have to have a bunch of high fancy tech. You don't have to have a high fancy degree. You just got to remember where we came from, who we are as a people, and where we're headed. And I appreciate your subscriptions, and I appreciate you watching my videos. I just do this because I love farming, and I enjoy this, and I've got a whole lot to share. And like I said, this is something else that you can grow in your backyard to feed your family, where you don't have to rely upon outside corporations or people, where you can take care of your family in your backyard. Whether you live in a patio. My daughter, she lives in an apartment complex, and she's got a beautiful backyard patio garden. It's very well kept, very manicured. She's got everything in containers, and a lot of the stuff she's actually outgrowing me, and I'm so proud of her. And like I said, you know, you don't have to have a big huge farm. You know, basically as kids growing up, we were taught wrong. We were always taught that you have to have 40 acres and you have to have a cow and you have to have a John Deere tractor, etc., etc. But actually you can grow year-round, 4 harvests a season. You can grow year-round in your backyard. Now, you won't be able to get tomatoes in the middle of December unless you have a greenhouse, but you can get kale, you can get cabbage, you can get spinach. You plant and you eat and you harvest, and you can with the seasons. And you need to, doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you need to stand up, take responsibility to your family, and always make sure that they can look upon you, that you are going to give them what they need, the best that you can. And backyard garden and farming, that is the only way to do it. May the Lord be with you, and have a blessed day.